Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. Scheduled for 15 rounds of lightweight action between these two great warriors. He's making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory. Nate Campbell's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Watch those low blows, watch the headbutts. Let's have a good clean fight.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Holy cow! Oh, and a crushing hook just gets right to him.
Come on, guys, keep apart. Punch it out. Come on, punch it out.
Blocks that belt line well.
More movement, head movement.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Halfway through this round here. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Nate Campbell with a block punch. Nate lands a counter. You see how he does that right there? How he just pushes away. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Final 10 seconds.
Listen, you need to move your head more, side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. You have to start throwing in volume in there. Throw in volume. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Able to dismiss it. Teddy, what do you think is the most misunderstood about the lower weight classes?
Well, I think people don't realize how big those people have to be. I know that sounds crazy because they're smaller guys, but they have to be big in all the other dimensions, with discipline, with confidence, and with their technical approach, their technical development. They have to deal with guys that are really fast. The bigger guys don't have to deal with all those elements.
protecting his head well with his guard. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Nate lands a counter. Takes one, gives one, the right hand. Oh, and there you go. That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
Okay, keep boxing. You're doing great. You're making it hard for him to hit you. Keep boxing smart now. In and out, side to side. You understand?
So here we are, a new round underway. And in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Lands the counter. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Good counter punch by Nate Campbell. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Seconds to go in this round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Take those shots, you understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches. We'll take care of the swelling.
Here we go with the fourth round. Parries that punch intended for the head. Nate Campbell with a block punch. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Nate Campbell's just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
Guard up.
Halfway through round number 4. Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, and test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. And Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
That punch away.
Let's see some more head movement.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Halfway through this round, he missed with that headshot. Throws a counter punch there. Teddy, you talk about going out and making a few opening statements here. The jab has spoken loudly for him.
Yeah, it has spoken loudly. What it's told his opponent is you're not just going to walk in. You're not coming into my house. It's going to be hard. I got a couple lines.
Wow! Nate! Oh! Nate Campbell's down. He is knocked down. From a big shot, now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Parries that punch intended for the head. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy, because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night, and you forget what you knew when you came in, that it wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed, and it's important to remember that.
So here we are are all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Good job fighting from the outside. Teddy, this guy's putting on a clinic right now. I mean, his accuracy is remarkable.
Yeah, clinic in a healthcare center. He's like a surgeon.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. A cut has opened up above his eye. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
10 seconds remaining in this round. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Don't fight this fight. Jab and move. Looking good. Yeah, looking good. Okay, keep your hands up, all right? You're doing fine.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Nate Campbell, he's in a world of hurt right now, Teddy. Look at him right there. What is he going to do? How's he going to survive this?
Well, the only thing he can...
Oh, that's got him. Oh, the hook got to him. He is down. But able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
At the halfway point of round 7. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Nice work with the jab on the outside. It is unbelievable to sit back and just watch what these guys are willing to give and to take. Wow, what a fight so far.
Well, give and take, that's the key word. Sometimes you're forced to become great. And right now, each one of them are forcing the other to go to great places.
I want you to bang the head and the body, all right? Upstairs, downstairs, and over again. You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hug. Make him pay for his mistakes. Can work on that cut? It's nothing. The cut's nothing. No.
And we are underway for what is the second half of this fight. Who knows what we're in store for? Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to beat David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nate Campbell showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Final 10 seconds. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do. Of course, Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Brian, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. There he is on the inside, doing well.
Keep that head moving.
Was just off the mark. Campbell with a block punch. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him.
Keep the head moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. end of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Okay, look. Patient. Keep that head moving. Keep it moving. And I want to see those double jabs. Double jab, double jab.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
He could go down. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled and was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Able to get rid of that one. That wasn't able to land. Good counterpunch by Nate Campbell. So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Nice. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him in this round, all right? Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good way to protect the midsection. Slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
but just missed. Isn't landing it. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swelling. All right. That's what we're going to cut. Nothing. Get the compress off. Get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. If we work on the swelling.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Great movement to get away from those punches. Able to get rid of that one. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Very nice defensive guard there. Gets rid of that effort. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut. Nothing to worry about. Let's get on that swelling. Get the compress on that.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Campbell counters back. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round.
Come
nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
See some more head movement.
So the round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy here ringside, and we've been enjoying sitting ringside because, Teddy, I know you have some of your fine guests from the Dr. Theodore Atlas Charitable Foundation with us here tonight.
And they're having a great night, and it's great to have them here. The thing that I want to say is thank you to all the people that help us, help many. They trust us. They allow us to be the middleman to give out the resources where they're needed. Thank you for mentioning Joe, and thank you to all the people that help us do what we do.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Parries that punch away. Blocks that punch. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
This is it, last round. Last round. No need to get into a brawl with this guy. That's what he wants. Don't give it to him. The cut's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Taking it to the limit, they are. The 15th and final round. There it is. Nate Campbell's been stunned.
Now.
He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled, was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
Nate Campbell's whiffing there. A big, wide, sweeping shot. I mean, perfect to counter against.
Yes, it is, and you know it's only a matter of time. You know, that goes into the old computer, the old brain, where the guy remembers that, and the next time he's going to capitalize on it.
Good counter punch by Nate Campbell. The twists and turns and the non-stop non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go.
Side to side.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. All the rounds in the books for the official decision. Let's send it up to the ring. Your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.